Gary MacMath of Bowley Centers to receive the Reintegration Award for Housing.
Good evening, and thank you, Chicago, for having us. Great town. I have 3 minutes, and I already sold 2.5 to some of the other speakers, so I'm going to be very quick. I had this great script that was on these little cards that they told us to bring because there wasn't a podium, but you know what? I really need to tell you about Bowley from my heart. Recently, I was at a spring training game in Clearwater between the Phils and the Rays, and I met an amputee, and he said, "You're from Bowley?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Can I have a bowling tournament at your place?" And I said, "No, it's Bowley, B-O-L-E-Y. Well, does anyone know what Bowley is? Well, it's Mrs. Bessie Bowley, who is a Canadian that spent her winters in St. Petersburg. Her husband and son both had mental disability, and it was in the late 60s, and the Mental Health Association of South Pinellas said, "We really need a halfway house in our community for people coming out of the state hospital." And she said, well, and she was wealthy, and she said, "Wait until I die." And she was about 80-some then. She lived to be 108. And we wouldn't be here if we didn't convince her otherwise. When I started at Bowley 32 years ago, we didn't have air conditioning in the bedrooms of our group homes and halfway houses. And I found that very disheartening. And providing quality housing was something that was very dear to my heart and to our organization. And over the last 30 years, we have created over 1,000 units of housing for people with disabilities. The 78 that were created last year was an all-time record, and as you saw by some of the pictures, it's good, safe, and mainly affordable. For a person with a disability, having a secure and safe and affordable housing is a major tenet to our recovery function and philosophy. At Bowley Centers, recovery works. God bless you all.